The biography, lifestyle, and net worth of Wild Wonderful Off-Grid. In 2011, a family of 5 from West Virginia started the YouTube channel Wild Wonderful Off-Grid with the goal of documenting their transition of getting away from it all and building their dream home in the West Virginia mountains. Wild Wonderful Off-Grid is currently one of the most popular YouTube channels with over 969,000 subscribers for individuals looking for inspiration to build their own fantasy mountain home and get away from the hustle and bustle of city life. The fact that this sounds so Disney-esque raises the question, how did they start? And how has been their journey to glory? Hello, and welcome back to another amazing video. Have you come across the channel Wild Wonderful Off-Grid? Would you love to build your own home in the peaceful mountains and off the city buzz? In today's video, we take a look at the biography, lifestyle, and net worth of the Wild Wonderful Off-Grid family. But first, please leave a like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get started. To move to West Virginia was a dream come true, but yet a difficult one for Aaron and Josh Myers, who had lived in the city for most of their lives. Following the birth of their child, they felt they needed a break from the city life. It was a beautiful 73-acre property in rural West Virginia that had drawn the attention of this couple and their 3 young children. They sold their house, packed their possessions, and drove there. This was hardly a hasty choice for them because it was the couple's long-held dream of building a house for their entire family away from the noise and bustle of the metropolis. They also wished to construct a debt-free house and raise their children in an environment that emphasized connection to nature and self-sufficiency as well as economic independence. The plan was for them to live in their camper while building their ideal home from the ground up. Together, they had to balance parenting and homeschooling their children with the construction, which was a difficult task. But eventually, they were able to finish not just their dream A-frame home, but also an operational farm replete with bull cattle, goats, and a whole flock of chicken. YouTube is swarming with producers who methodically documented their efforts in building their own home, including off-grid shelters. And this vlog is no exception to this method. In their heartwarming and amusing documentary, Aaron and Josh Myers and their 3 young children recount their year-long journey to build their dream house from the ground up in a forested mountain region of West Virginia, just outside of massive northern Virginia. It was not an easy feat, but this gorgeous, shacky family managed to do it with a combination of determination and hilarity. Outside of the building, the family's regular life is also documented, with the couple's 2 four-wheeling boys and their gorgeous preschooler Ellie glowing brilliantly in the background of their photographs. To round out their collection of animals, they have Chuck, their senior silver-coated Boston Terrier, Bruce, the adolescent bull steer, Leon, the curious tag-along goat, and a flock of hens who follow them everywhere they go outside. A spirit of adventure, wit, and good cheer guide this delightful and resourceful family as they start on the daunting challenge of building their dream home from scratch. Throughout the course of the series, Aaron's filming and narrative abilities grow increasingly sophisticated and graceful. Their story is a breath of fresh air in these days of COVID-19 negativity and obstruction, which their fans embrace with open arms. But what exactly contributed to their popularity? Well, there are a variety of factors that contribute to the popularity of the Wild Wonderful Off-Grid channel. For instance, many people want to move away from the grind of city life, but they're still waiting for the right moment to do it. On the other hand, this channel is giving such an audience exactly that, and the audience loves it. They give their fans a taste of their everyday challenges and triumph, from patching a leaking pipe to standing by as their new house had its final safety check. The channel shows it all. This allows their fans and spectators to live vicariously via these journeys while still pursuing their own ambitions to make similar life and career transitions themselves. Additionally, viewers who do not wish to relocate to a remote region, but who are interested in learning how to get started with off-grid living from the ground up, always find it to be quite intriguing. As soon as they arrived on the property, the Myers began building on their A-frame home. They finished the construction of power panels, insulation, and solar panels by January 2019, and they were able to begin operating their farm at the same time. They were able to move into their new home in mid-2020 after overcoming a series of obstacles that were all documented on their YouTube channel. In the face of difficulty, viewers admire how the entire family comes together and persevered, such as the harsh West Virginia winters, which demanded extra effort to protect their land and themselves from the elements as they continued to develop. Fortunately, the Myers family and their 3 children approach all of this with a a great sense of humor, which is perhaps the most important reason for the channel's widespread success. It's simple for viewers in the same demographic to fall in love with them since they get a personal glimpse at how they deal with children, as well as the process of building a home and a farm for themselves. A big role is played by 3 of the couple's children in the video, which demonstrate how they adapted to life away from the electricity grid. Their channel is famous for more reasons than one, and among the many is because it's recognized for sharing practical information on constructing and living off the grid, such as how to build a small shed or farm, as well as how to install a power system. The films on this channel document the process of installing a solar energy system, as well as any challenges or errors that should be avoided. Consequently, the Meyers have reached a global audience because the channel covers a diverse spectrum of topics, from carpentry to farming and raising a family. This is also undoubtedly aided by the fact that the site is breathtaking. The Meyers chose to build their A-frame home against a natural backdrop of West Virginia trees, which change colors drastically as the seasons pass. Their property is transformed into a winter wonderland, even in the dead of winter, thanks to West Virginia's tremendous snowfall, which makes for amazing YouTube footage. And because of the natural surroundings, they do produce visually gorgeous recordings that also exude a relaxed and natural attitude, which can be felt while viewing any of their films on YouTube. Considering that the Meyers are a family of 5 with 3 growing children, the idea that they built an A-frame home piqued the interest of many people. The rationale is straightforward. They intend to use this property as their primary dwelling, which means they want something that will outlive them and their children. The use of an A-frame will not restrict the movement of any family members as they get older. It's intriguing to see how the entire family deals with the barriers of building an A-frame from scratch, as well as the difficulties of actually living in one. This results in a huge, well-built family home with beautiful views of the outdoors and enough space for a family of 5 to live comfortably on the inside. So how big is their following? Despite the fact that Wild Wonderful Off-Grid has a YouTube channel, they also have a Facebook page where they have over 350,000 followers, and they use this and other different platforms to give updates on new vlogs and other content. On Instagram, they have a following of over 53,000 followers. On one of their other channels on the network, Wild Wonderful After the Show shows short footage of the family outside of their home construction site. A burning question looms over everyone's head. How much money does Wild Wonderful Off-Grid make? A real assessment of the value of Wild Wonderful Off-Grid net worth is difficult to come by, although some estimated approximations have been offered by a few people. There isn't a published estimate of how much Wild Wonderful Off-Grid is worth, but it is estimated to be roughly $1.17 million at the time of recording. But it's also possible that Wild Wonderful Off-Grid's net worth is more than that. If additional sources of revenue are taken into consideration, their net worth may be closer to $1.64 million. Everyone who loves Wild Wonderful Off-Grid is curious about one more thing. How much money does the show make? Their YouTube channel has over 4.87 million monthly views, which converts to approximately 162.35 thousand daily views. Monetized channels make money by putting video advertising on their videos for every 1,000 views they receive. YouTubers may earn anywhere from $3 to $7 per 1,000 views on their videos, depending on their popularity. It is possible to predict that the Wild Wonderful Off-Grid YouTube channel generates $19,480 in monthly ad revenue and $293,230 in a year ad income based on the facts provided. Some YouTube channels earn upwards of $7 for every 1,000 video views, according to their earnings report. If Wild Wonderful Off-Grid sells well, advertising revenue from their channel might reach $526,020 per year. And that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. What do you think of Wild Wonderful Off-Grid's story? Would you switch to living off-grid if you had the chance to? Comment below. Let's engage. Also, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Goodbye.